Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 5 of Ace Attorney Investigation 2! Last time, we basically discovered that Shelly the Killer was Shelly the Killer. He took basically Knightley, the second command of the CzarThwomp president's bodyguards, hostage so we can get onto the plane to investigate the murder of Ethan Rook, which basically occurred after Nicole Swift was trying to assassinate the president of CzarThwomp because she was the real assassin. Yeah, this is just, as you can probably tell by now, this is actually one of just the best first cases in the Ace Attorney series because we have so many twists, so many turns already, and this entire game is a roller coaster, and it's just a lot of fun. And best part, you get CzarThwomp at night. That's right, I'm recording this at around 8 o'clock in the evening, my time, so basically, there's gonna be wonderment. There's gonna be wonderment already. Anyways, who knows? You know. It seems he's just behind that door. Still a coward, I see. You think he'd just show himself in front of a hitman? Not a chance! Didn't I tell you already? My purpose here is simply to investigate the case. Well then, Mr. Prosecutor, we await your examination of the body. Right. For now, I have no choice but to obey and continue the investigation. The rest is up to Detective Gumshoe. We're doomed. I'm counting on you. Like I said, we are doomed. Only disappointment will arise from this. The attempted assassination of the president became the murder of a bodyguard.
It looks like you could use some help, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, I don't deny it, but...
See, exactly! If that's the case, then it can't be helped. Just leave it to me, Great Thief K. Faraday.
Right. So you're saying you can solve this case?
Nope.
Said with such certainty.
Instead, I'll stick to being your support. Right, let's get straight to the investigation.
We need to buy time for the police to prepare. I'll need to draw out this investigation for as long as I can. Okay. Now, let's talk to Kay. Oh, come on. No, I don't want logic. I want Kay. There we go.
Yeah, what's up?
Basically, let's present the prosecutor's badge.
That's a really cool badge. It depicts a blazing sun on top of winter frost, right?
Yes, it symbolizes the severity of the criminal justice system. The severity of my pay cuts.
My badge has symbols too. It symbolizes love and justice and peace and courage and honor and kindness.
What happened to truth?
It's somewhere in there. The Steel Samurai is cool, but I like the Jamming Ninja best.
Kay, I swear to God, I will drown you in Gold Lake. I will do to you what Yanni Yogi did to Robert Hammond all those years ago back in 2016.
Armed with his singing voice, he journeys his way through the warring Muromachi age. CzarThwomp doesn't know how to pronounce these terms. He's so awesome.
If I recall, the protagonist isn't your ordinary ninja.
That's right, he uses his ninja song to propel himself towards stardom. Maybe I should give it a try as the singing great thief.
It would make her easier to catch. I guess I shouldn't stop her. Savage Edgeworth is savage. Anything on the red coat? The red ringer?
I believe that even a great thief has rights. For example, we have the right to choose what we want to steal.
I guess she doesn't consider this valuable. Okay.
The truth of the laser pointer was just as we thought. But I didn't think that I would end up stealing the truth about Mr. the Killer as well.
Yes, I was thanks to you that we were able to spot him.
Next time I'll steal something even more amazing.
Okay, we've gone over this many times.
I know. I'll only steal the truth.
I pray that's true for your sake. Okay, anyways. Actually, let's see if Kay has anything to say about the newspaper article. No. Let's go here. Newspaper article. Come on. Yes, Kay, her rights. Get Kay a gun! Kay has no comments on guns. Gas masks. 2 gas masks lay on the table, ready to protect against poison gas attacks. The president seems to be quite fearful of assassinations.
So this is the rumored gas mask. It's my first time seeing the real thing.
Rumored? Among the great thieves?
No, the Diamond Ninja, the children's program. During Princess Viola's wedding ceremony, the poison-tongued ninja Simon Cowell.
I should stop listening to her so seriously. It never seems to pay off. Life preserver. A sturdy life preserver rests against the table. It is an essential life-saving tool. I suppose this is a precaution in case someone accidentally falls into the ocean.
The ocean, huh? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, how about we go together sometime?
If you want to go, just go by yourself.
Aw, don't be such a party pooper. Let's really visit the ocean. Think about the hot dogs and shaved ice. It'll be delicious.
You just want to go to the ocean to eat. Bird. Next to the riot shield is a canary in a cage.
Oh, it's so cute. I want one to be my partner.
Partner?
Of course, it can help me open locks and do other odd jobs at the crime scene. A great thief should always use nature to their advantage.
I've heard of canaries being used to detect poison gas. Don't tell me. Yes, canary in a coal mine. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. A strange decoration based off some strange animal staring at me with... Oh, my iPad's 90% charged. A strange decoration based off some strange animal staring at me with its strange eyes.
There's a lever on the statue. See right here on its butt.
That would be most unforgivable.
Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it.
That lever most likely operates the trapdoor underneath my feet. Then that hatch is actually a pitfall trap. I hope you understand. It would be in your best interest not to pull that lever. When a killer talks about your best interest, it would be wise to do as he says. It's a collection of colorful personal security alarms. They all seem to have been used before.
The president, he sure is a nice guy. He bought these security alarms to protect his wife and kids.
Then why would he leave them all here? It's obvious that they're for his own personal use.
Objection! A single person can carry that many security alarms. Because a person only has 2 hands.
That objection is worth 0 points. Are these some kind of official documents?
I know it's a bit rude, but let's take a peek inside.
This seems to be a security plan.
Ah, this looks like the one we found earlier in the trash can.
Yes, it does.
But what's this? Something seems out of place.
Well, simply put... Okay, repel an attack from the lake. What are they expecting the freak Rihanna Yogi to burst out of jail and use his boats? What's this? The details of the security plan were changed.
You're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just reading the things. Okay. President's orders. What? Why the sudden change? Because 2 days ago, the killer attacked the president. He disguised himself as a bodyguard. Rook was the first to notice. He had already gotten close to the president. Rook managed to stop him just in the nick of time as I was being strangled. And I think I don't know if it's wrong to say this, but I was actually turned on a little by it. Rook grabbed his left arm and twisted it. And they fired 1 bullet square into his left arm.
What were you doing at that time, Mr. Knightley?
I was being strangled like a little bee. If I remember correctly, the first person I took out that day was you.
Oops, was that a touchy subject?
Shut up! So back then, your neck injury hasn't yet to heal, and you've already forgotten? No! Not you! Not now! Since that day, I haven't been able to turn my head right. It sucks! To think that I would suffer... To think that I would suffer an injury. Ethan Rook, you could say he was a most capable individual. Unlike this man here. What's so different about me and Rook? Well, Rook wasn't strangled like a little bee for one. I believe you're about as different as a pawn and a queen. What? So you remembered Rook's name because he was highly capable? Correct. While disguised as a bodyguard, I happened to hear his name. There was no way I could forget that name. Only a select few have ever been able to injure me. So this was the connection the killer was talking about. The security arrangements were changed, so that the killer would not be able to sneak in as a bodyguard again. Only the president's two most trusted subordinates would accompany him on stage. And enjoy me and Rook! I don't even know what I'm doing with the nightly voice. It's like a Max Galactica. Yeah, Peter's job position will also change.
That's true! He's now on the right side!
Cause I can't turn my head to the right! My position got changed to the president's left side! In other words, I was relocated to the right side of the stage!
That's a heavy looking vest!
The president's
clothes must be made of some special fabric!
Indeed, it's to protect against bullets.
Wow, it even does that?
Naturally, this is a bulletproof vest after all.
Ah, so that's what it is! This is the first time I've ever seen one! You could say something earlier! That really surprised me! This is a bulletproof vest! You wear it to protect yourself from bullets. There seems to be a bullet stuck in there!
What was that all of a sudden?
I've always wanted to describe things like you do.
Kay, I don't talk like that. Don't steal my way of describing things, Kay! Okay, sorry. Let me just go here. The internal and external views of the plane are being monitored by these monitors. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. What's this thing? Oh, that's the president's precious stuffed animal. I don't really get it, but it's some kind of keepsake. Don't touch it. Precious. That's unexpected. Hey, kind of looks like...
Hey, it kind of looks like there's been a break-in.
Indeed, the area it stands on does look a bit unnatural. Are those glass shards underneath the stuffed animal? This unnatural empty space, perhaps. Was there another monitor here? This monitor shows what's happening in the room.
They've got some pretty good tech!
Is that so? I don't know much about these types of things.
It seems to have your fine lines around your eyes, Mr. Edgeworth. Oops, my bad. Those are the usual wrinkles on your forehead.
Okay. Is that all you wanted to say? It's an assortment of protective gear, from bulletproof vests to hazmat suits.
Wow, there's even a spacesuit!
The president seems to be very protective of himself.
But what happens if he gets shot and then gets exposed to poisonous gas? And on top of that, he gets ejected into space.
He would probably wear everything that you see here.
That would be a sight to see.
Let's talk to Nicole. I want to talk to Nicole! Yeah, you get the sad music. Yeah. Really good music, like I said.
It ain't me,
just a journalist. All I wanted was a scoop. I'd never kill nobody. Well, you still haven't told us why you concealed the Parker from us.
Well, that's because I thought y'all would get suspicious.
Is that really the only reason?
You gotta believe me, Mr. Prosecutor, I didn't do nothing.
I wouldn't tell you not to worry, but there's no need to be overly frightened. If you truly are innocent, I swear I will prove it.
Yeah, my mentor does believe in me.
For the last time, Miss Swift, I am not your mentor.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Prosecutor, you'll always be my second mentor.
That's not quite what I meant.
Suddenly, the prosecutor points the gun at the reporter. I fear that this unlikely reporter will soon find herself at the bottom of the lake.
You shouldn't talk like that. Save it for when you actually get shot.
If I did get shot, I reckon I wouldn't be saying much at all.
I guess you have a point.
I guess the prosecutor's stern glare and his unrelenting questioning. I'm at a loss for words.
I haven't even done anything yet. Okay. Okay, like I said, I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. Got that.
It's just as y'all said. I was the one behind them recordings, but I ain't never.
Say no more, Miss Swift. I'm on your side.
You're right. I'll pipe down. I'm just a useless reporter.
That's not what I meant. Even if you do not say a word, the evidence will speak for you. The truth is out there. All we have to do is reveal it.
Mr. Prosecutor, I reckon I'm going to use that as my next headline.
Sure. Whatever cheers her up. Just talk to her.
I have high hopes for you. Please ensure you do not disappoint me.
Present the prosecutor's badge!
This is the first time I've seen one in person. Is that your license? I myself.
You mean there's actually a license to kill?
There isn't one, actually. However, if you insist.
Don't worry about it. That's one truth I don't need to steal, Mr. the Killer.
Even a great thief's pride is nothing before the presence of a professional killer. Okay, yeah, just want to make sure. Paranoid that my thing went out.
This singular piece of evidence was all it took for you to track me down. I'm impressed.
This raincoat was found stuffed under the food stalls.
I did not want you to mistake me for the assassin. It seems my worries were unfounded, since you also single-handedly uncovered the identity of the other red-hooded figure. After that, can you honestly tell me you still lack faith in your deductive reasoning?
The killer seems to be telling the truth.
Is that gonna solve the case? No, but I know one thing I'll solve the case. Sticking this knife under your cat, under your neck brace, and then slitting your throat. Like an inside-out egg. Unlikely, but keep in mind, we're dealing with Prosecutor Edgeworth here. He must have given it a lot of thought. A lot of thought indeed.
Yes, of course. I shouldn't provoke him.
How is your investigation progressing?
There's no need for concern. It's proceeding smoothly.
You remember how much I detest betrayal.
All too well.
Yet you apparently forgot my symbols, my motif. You forgot the shell. Do you know how long it took me to come up with this design? It took me 2 whole days, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 whole days of sitting at a table, looking at different shell motifs. I was originally going to go with the noble scallop shell, but then I said to myself, Shelly, this is too simple, too childish. It comes off as something that you would see in Demolition Man. Then I was thinking of going with a crab shell, you know, because the crab is defensive, yeah, it can attack. But then I was like, no, I don't want to come off like the Red Lobster. And then after much thinking, I came up with this beautiful conch shell motif. Then there came the color. I was going to go with a nice magenta, but then I decided, you know what, Shelly? A nice bold pink really brings it out. And plus it comes off as a little blood, so 2 for 1. It basically catches the eye and it shows off my motif of being Shelly the Killer, the blood-soaked shell. I thought you would, so please, don't do anything you'll regret.
I have no choice but to obey him now.
This is nuts! I'm being used to get an assassin onto the president's plane! Yes, you are, little bee. If we didn't enter the plane, the investigation would have come to an end. You're not fooling anyone! I know what you're after! I believe I've already said that my only interest is the nature of Rook's death.
But what about the person who hired you to assassinate the president?
Perhaps you have forgotten. I have no intent to carry out a job I deem futile.
Very well. Let's continue the investigation.
Splendid. I have the utmost faith in your abilities, Mr. Prosecutor.
Yes, slow down. Okay. Okay, assassin. Okay. Okay. Oh no, no! Okay, yeah. It's the bulletproof test and the assassination.
Ah, no. Like I said, I get 5 steps ahead of the case. I'm too knowledgeable. Okay. What is it? What is it? The president is just beyond this door.
This door! I'm getting a sense that it's challenging me.
Okay? There's no need to challenge the door.
But look how big it is! All those electronic locks, it's challenging me to unlock it.
Calm down and think it over. What is the purpose of a key?
What is the purpose? To unlock treasure?
That's right, to unlock treasure. What was the right answer? Is that the right answer? Okay. I just want to make sure. Like I said, just lots of slowdown. Ugh. So much slowdown. Alright, we haven't examined Rook's body yet. Bullet pierced his body just below his armpit. Unfortunately, he was hit in an area his bulletproof vest didn't cover.
In reality, it really seems like a well-aimed shot.
The cause of death was most likely blood loss. The bleeding has stopped. The paramedics were right to treat Mr. Rook.
The paramedics were called to treat Mr. Rook, right?
I'm afraid they didn't make it in time. This is a bulletproof attache case. It's a tool bodyguards use to protect themselves from bullets. It can be seen in case photo. It seems Rook and Knightley both had one.
Ah, that's the scene I stole on film.
You didn't do anything illegal in taking this.
Anyway, anywhere, anytime. I'm always in the mood to steal.
You just wanted to use the word steal, didn't you?
I've been caught.
It seems the victim... Wait, sorry.
He may not instinctively return fire.
We need to check it if the gun has fired any bullets. It's still fully loaded. There's no evidence of any shots being fired.
This guy is also from Zhangfa, right?
Oh yeah! We were always issued the same model revolver. The lever on that strange statue opens the shop door.
If we pull that lever, they would both fall down, Mr. Rook and Mr. the Killer.
Indeed, that would be most unforgivable.
I wasn't thinking about pulling the lever. It's not like I wanted to be the hero who got the killer.
Okay, your inner voice is leaking out. Logic. Okay. There we go. I was getting ahead of myself. 2 bullets are fired. We know that from the number of gunshots. One hit the Seal Samurai's balloon and the other took Rook's life.
But didn't that bullet also hit the president's bulletproof vest?
Right. It doesn't match up with the number of shots. However, there is one way to solve this.
One way?
The bullet that stole Rook's life pierced through his body and then hit his vest. In other words, Rook and the president were hit by the same bullet.
I see.
That's right! It would be dangerous if he hadn't worn that bulletproof vest! Is the president alright? Even while wearing a bulletproof vest, you can still get injured. Yeah, the bullet impact can still fracture your bones. But don't worry, he's fine! The president's trained himself like no other! Maybe the
president didn't even need a bulletproof vest.
I think that might be pushing it. I'd like to examine the bullet. There's a chance that there may be ballistic markings.
Ballistic markings?
I swear, this is the freaking Ace Attorney tradition! Every game we gotta talk about the damn ballistic markings! That they're the fingerprints of a gun! Ballistic markings are always left on a bullet. Each gun leaves a different marking. So if we examine the ballistic markings, we'll know which gun from which the bullet was fired. You could say they're the fingerprints of a gun.
I get it now. Let's investigate right away.
I think that'd be difficult. The bullet was completely flattened when it hit the bulletproof vest. There's no way you could investigate the ballistic markings.
What? I wanted to investigate them.
Okay.
There we go. These two guns, they're the exact same model. These guns came from Zhangfa.
Looks like all the bodyguards were provided with guns from Zhangfa.
Indeed.
Are those guns rare?
No, not particularly. They're not easy to obtain domestically, but it isn't impossible either.
What? I thought they might be a treasure.
Yes, it's unfortunate.
Mr. Edgeworth, are you talking about treasure?
Not quite. If it was a rare model, it would have been easier to identify. Even evidence can become treasure.
I see. Even during your investigations, you searched for treasure.
Well, I didn't quite say that.
Okay, let's investigate. Where's the treasure?
And suddenly she's motivated. And that's it. Now then, I've grown weary of this investigation. Still no sign of Detective Gumshoe. Where the hell are you, Gumshoe? And meanwhile, Gumshoe's outside. He's ordering a sandwich. One samurai dog, please, and I'll pay with my life savings of $2. Mr. Prosecutor, have you uncovered the truth yet? No, not yet. I see. In that case, would you like to speak with someone who is involved in the incident? Someone involved in the incident?
You mean...
Is there not one more witness just behind those doors? Of course, the President himself! Well, Mr. Prosecutor, please do the honors and summon the witness here. There's no chance in hell I'm letting that happen! You think you could just summon the President like a witness in court? Ha! Mr. President, I'm sure you are watching all this through your security cameras. Would you kindly grace us with your presence? That is, if you value your bodyguard's life. Ugh! I see. Mr. President, what sort of man leaves another to die on his behalf? Mr. President! Stop it! Take it easy! Hey! Still nothing. Come on, Detective Gumshoe! Ah! What? The lights! My apologies, Mr. Prosecutor, but it seems I am unable to reach the President, even with Mr. Knightley's life. Stop! Ah! Ah! Hey, the killer, you! However, I have already seen the truth. Where is he? Oh! I leave the rest in your hands, Mr. Prosecutor.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Detective Gumshoe, sorry. Mr. Edgeworth, sorry! Can I pass out? Mr. Edgeworth, thank goodness you're safe!
Mr. Edgeworth, are you okay?
Okay, what about you?
I just woke up myself. My head's throbbing a bit, but it's no big deal.
Detective Gumshoe, what happened to the killer?
Miss Swift came running out of the plane. She told us to tell and made a run for it, but... we were too late, Zoe. We were on that bodyguard. And the emergency lifeboat over there had been stolen. It's probably at the other side of the lake by now, Zoe.
Didn't you steal off the pack? We'll answer that question in the next episode. Anyways, I really appreciate it. So going to watch the episode. You're a great viewer. Come back for the next one. Like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do as you want. And with that, I'll see you next time. Bye.